How much is your offer worth? No matter if you're selling a product or a service, you want to know the price ticket that you can put on it, knowingly that your customers are going to buy it. Welcome to this video. My name is Roth, and all my life I was turning my passions into my income. And this channel is all about how you can turn your passions into your online business. Let's dive right into the topic. How much is your offer worth? How can you determine the price tag for your offer? Basically, it's very simple. You want to sell your offer, right? And you can only sell it if you have a price tag on it that a customer is willing to pay for. So let's say you're selling a coaching service, and let's say your price is way too high. It's going to be hard to sell to that customer that you're marketing to. Price is too low, same problem, or you're not earning enough because of that. If you're able to figure the right worth of your offer, so the right price for it, offer and right customer, then it's going to be easy for you to sell it. So now the question is, especially if you're selling a service, the video is beneficial for you also if you're selling products, because you can use the same measures to determine the price, but especially if you're selling services, this is extremely beneficial to you. I brought like 5 different ways how you can go about determining the price. And it's extremely beneficial for people who are selling services because you are selling something that you cannot touch. So you have to be able to describe it in a way so your customer really understands what he's getting for. Because it's easier to sell a table. Okay, here's the table, that's the price for it. It's easier for the customer to understand what it's about. And it's easier maybe also to compare if your customer wants to compare. All right, let's dive right in. One thing that you should determine is what is the main benefit of your product. So which problem is it solving? Let's grab an example. Let's say you are a coach and you are solving the problem of unhappy customers. Let's say your customer is unhappy and your coaching turns the customer into a happy person. So that's what you do. That's your offer. Now, there are, of course, a lot of people out there who might offer something like this. And one thing that is very crucial is that you understand what it means. You understand the customer, you understand the problem. So you can describe that problem also to the customer, because what does it mean to be unhappy? Maybe your specific target audience is a customer that maybe everything is good in his life. He has his family, and he wants the family, he has the family, he has his job, money is coming in, or his business, the money is coming in. He basically does whatever he wanted to do in his life, but still he's unhappy. That's a specific type of problem, and you could dig even deeper into that type of problem. Because there are also people that are unhappy because they don't find the job that they want, and that makes them unhappy. So the more in detail you can describe the main benefit, like, okay, the main problem basically also determines the main benefit, because you are solving the main problem and turning it into the main benefit. Like, hey, unhappy, happy. Unhappy in this specific situation for that specific type of person to happy in that specific situation. So get very, very clear in depth about what your offer actually does for your client. That also means you're gonna get very clear about who your client is. Second way you can determine the worth. There are also side benefits to your main benefit. For example, it could be that you figure out, you work with your client, was unhappy first, is happy now, and now that he's happy, suddenly other things happen in his life. Like, for example, now he's happy, he's jumping through his house, dancing because he's just in a good mood. And After a while, he gets a feeling, hey, I could do sports again. Okay, starts doing sports, and he loses 5 kilograms of body weight. And really it's because in the first place, became happy, got that idea to do sports, and if that's something that you figure out over and over throughout your clients, these are side benefits that you actually also should consider into the package that you're actually selling as an offer, and also consider for your price tag. Could be that the customer now he's happy and he thinks like, hey, maybe I could just call the old friends, call them, meet some of the friends for a beer, has a nice talk, like his social life is starting to change, and so on and so on. Whatever side benefits that you can find, that you can also explain as part of your offer, that's better because it increases the value of your product. A third way how you can go ahead and try to determine the value is like the quality of your offer. In this case, the coaching product is like, it's about feelings. So the quality can also be measured on several levels. I mean, you can measure something in liters, millimeters, in kilometers, whatever, kilograms, but you can also measure feelings, for example. Measure things that you see, can envision, can hear, etc., etc. So figure out what are the levels of quality that you should dive into in order to figure out more about your product, about the worth of your product. Like, for example, if it's about feelings, unhappy to happy, it's like you could also go ahead, for example, and describe how your customer feels throughout the journey from unhappy to happy. Like, for example, how does your coaching feel like? Like once let's say, either he comes to your office, and what type of exercises are you doing with him? Is he doing a lot of writing? Is he doing hypnosis stuff? Whatever he's doing, you might go ahead and describe that, because it gives the customer also a feeling about how you work, for example. So also how your offer is beneficial for him or feeling right to the customer, or maybe not. And you want the right customers that are willing to pay the price that you are asking for your service. So anything about quality that you can figure out. Also, you can compare to other customers, other offers out there in the market, and figure out how your offer is different. Then another thing that you could also determine, could be part of the quality also, like how reliable are you as a service provider? How reliable is your solution, especially? Like, hey, if somebody maybe even pays a lot of money, like if you're selling high ticket services, then, or for your service for high ticket prices, like, is it guaranteed that the problem is gone afterwards? Is it maybe not guaranteed, but is there a 50% chance? Is there a 90% likelihood that the problem is gone and the solution is showing up, customer happy? That makes a huge difference, because it shows the customer really what is he buying. And you can also show that in different ways. You might show that through customer reviews, for example. Hey, had this problem was gone after the session. Or another way to show reliability is like, I mean, if you're not showing up for the client session, that's a problem, right? If you're always showing up, you get a good reputation, etc., etc. One more way, so the fifth way that I want to offer is, there are customers out there that live a luxurious life because they want to and because they can afford to. And what they want to buy is luxury. So maybe you like that too. Maybe you're like that. Maybe you love luxury. Maybe you also build a brand around yourself or about your company that also radiates luxury, that radiates prestige. It could be a way to differentiate yourself from other competitors out there. Even it's a good way to also sell higher price ticket offers. So if you're that person, cool. If not, also cool. Just figure out who is your right target customer that you feel like it's easy for you to connect, because there is a lot of similarities. I hope these 5 ways to estimate the worth of your offer and estimate the price tag for your offer are helping you out, I really recommend dive into them and really dissect your offer, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to determine a price tag. If that helped, hey, leave me a like. Also, if you have questions, just write them down in the comment field. Follow my channel if you want more information about how you can build an online business, all based on your passion. I wish you much success and see you soon, Robert.